I'd like to take a moment to thank my channel members for your continued support. Thank you, and consider joining today for added perks and exclusive content. Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at my very own custom Shogun Warriors GREAT MAZINGER, and I love this toy. And this guy has been an absolute passion project for me. As you know, a couple of months ago, I found a bunch of these Shogun Warriors at a local toy show. I purchased, the first one I purchased was a version 3 GREAT MAZINGA. I'll put a link to that one over here. I told the story of how I found that one and my links to, childhood memories about that one. So I got that version 3. I restored it. I fixed it up. I got it completely restored, and that was kind of hooked. So I contacted the seller back because he had a version 2. So I wanted to get that version 2, which I also got and I restored. I did a video on that one as well, so I'll put a link to that one here as well. And I ended up buying his entire bin, and I just bought the whole bin, and I've been working for the last couple of months on restoring them. So I ended up with 3 GREAT MAZINGERs. The version 3 and the version 2 that you guys have seen here reviewed before, and another version 3. That's this guy right here. This guy truly was the parts donor for the other 2. This guy was wrecked. This guy had, the legs were split. When those legs split, that's really difficult to repair. So, the legs were actually, the knee joints for the leg, where the legs screw in, were actually split up. The head had holes in it. Not the hole intended for the condor, mind you. Like on the side of the crown here, there was holes where the plastic had actually like cracked and been ripped out. So yeah, when I took him apart and cleaned him, there was like leaves and wilderness inside of him. He was an absolute mess. He was just broken. He was missing everything. Whatever he wasn't missing was used to repair the other 2. So what I was left with was pretty much what Mazinger Z looked like in the last episode of that show, where he was completely destroyed. That's what I was left with. And I decided, okay, I'm going to restore this one, and I'm going to make a custom out of it, because there's really no point in restoring them. But, some people might argue that you devalue them by customizing them. There's no value left in this thing. It was completely destroyed. It really was. So that's the first point. The second point, I found that the collectors community for these guys is actually, they don't really care about people customizing these as much as you have in like other communities. Like Transformer community, if you customize the G1 Transformer, people lose their minds over that. With these guys, not the case. Like, people really enjoy watching other people's creativities and what they can do with some of these guys. And this figure has gotten a lot of praise on some of the pages that I've been frequenting ever since I got into restoring these Shoguns. So what I decided to do, like I said, I just started sourcing out parts for him. I got all of his missiles replaced. You can tell that this started life as a version 3 because he's only got the 3 missiles right there on the leg. The head, I ended up actually like fixing filling in the holes using Milliput, and just filling all of that in, sanding it down, and painting the whole head. And so, even though he's a version 3, he has the removable brain condor. Version 3 would have been a plug-in, right? Well, guess where my plug-in went? It went to my version 3 that I restored, right? So I ended up getting a second condor that's removable. Once I fixed his head, I actually shaped the hole the way it's supposed to look. So I made that triangle on the top of his head right there to accommodate an actual removable condor, which is actually more show accurate. Gave him the paint job. The fist, I actually ended up commissioning a custom fist for his left arm right here. So if you remember on the other guys, he would have had that missile launching fist, right? So I kind of wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to make him more anime, closer to the anime, right? So I actually commissioned a left fist to match his right fist. So this is actually a custom part that was made for me. I'm really happy with that one. It actually came in black. I had to airbrush it, and I was painting the whole figure anyway, so it didn't take much to get that color match right there. And then, of course, I gave him the paint job to more closely match the way he looked like in the show. And arguably, right, this is the way his real-life colors would be, where the arms, the midsection, and the thighs were silver. On the show, they were represented as white. but they're meant to be silver. So, you know, I've seen some customs of this guy where they actually paint those in white, and it looks fabulous as well. And then for the chest, I ended up just making my own boomerang out of a little red plastic basket that I found at the dollar store. And I just kind of traced the V over the actual robot chest, and just kind of freehanded with a ruler and whatnot, and just kind of came up with my own V and then just attached it. Really happy with the way that turned out. Just to kind of give you an idea of what the color palette I was going for, this is my light up Mazinger Z that I got a couple of months ago. And so this is the color palette that these guys were on the show. They had the blue legs, the shins, with the silver thighs, the silver midsection, the blue fist, and the black body. So that's what I went for here. I just kind of wanted to give them that anime color. Of course, the knee plates being silver, and that little, we'll call it a belt buckle, being in blue right there. So that's what I was going for. Really, really happy with the way that turned out. For comparison, this is what he looked like originally. Well, he was a version 3, so this was the version with the sticker on the chest, not the complete V. But color-wise, that's what these guys looked like. That's what this guy looked like, was this color pattern right here. And again, when you're going for show accuracy, yeah, you can't argue with that. So really happy with the way that turned out. So yeah, I've gone over this figure before, specifically both version 3 and the version 2. I've gone over both of these in detail before. I don't have a version 1. I don't know if I'll ever see one because they're kind of rare. Not going to go over all of the little intricacies of it. I've talked about this guy in detail in my other 2 reviews. Just kind of wanted to show off this custom because people have been asking, right? So here he is, and I'm super happy with the way he turned out, and he's proudly displayed next to that version 2 on my shelf. So yeah, I think that about does it for my very own custom Shogun Warriors GREAT MAZINGER. What did you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Give me some thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload a new video. I've got a donate button up there. I also now offer channel memberships. If you're so inclined to do either one of those, I would greatly appreciate it. Please share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.